How's your ankle feeling?
It's doing better. Progressing. We got the results on the MRI and the X-ray. Both were good. So moving forward with it.
I asked you after the game if you felt like it was worse then than it was heading into the Steelers game. After the MRI results, is it worse than it was? Is it about the same as it was last week?
No, I think it's better than where we were last week. I think it's progressing. It was just really painful during the game. It was the built up from the hits and the toll on it. But I think at this point I've done a good job of rehabbing it, of getting treatment on it, and I think we're taking steps forward.
Is that progressing from Sunday or since before Sunday?
We were talking about last week, so comparing this Tuesday to last Tuesday or this Wednesday to last Wednesday. In that regard, I think we're steps ahead of where we were.
You ended up going 2.5 quarters. Is that more than you thought you could go at the beginning of the game, or you really didn't know?
Yeah, it was just go out there and play until you couldn't, and we kind of talked about it. And as many plays as I could give, that was the goal. Obviously, I would have loved to have been able to play the entire game. That's the tough part about the NFL. But to get through 2 quarters and then a couple drives, and that's why we got a guy like Taylor and Stick. They've done such a great job, and we believe in those guys. And I'm going to do everything I can to be out there for as long as I can.
Was that your decision not to continue?
No, it was not.
Justin, is there any consideration on your part to resting and put the bye week on the other side, so just trying to get your ankle back for after the bye week?
I think that was always a part of the conversation. I don't think that's the way that we're heading. I think it's play by go day to day, see how it is, and keep getting better. And we felt like I was in a position last week to play, and I felt comfortable and safe going out there, knowing that I could move around and do as much as I could to protect myself. But we got to that point where they thought it was the best decision to take me out because I couldn't move, I couldn't protect myself, and I think as long as we keep getting better from day to day here, we'll see where we end up.
You would worry about anything lingering throughout the year? You continue to go when you're not 100%.
No, I don't think worrying does too much. It doesn't help too much. I think it's take it day by day, see how it feels, and if it is an issue, then it's not safe to go out there and not smart to go play. But it has gotten better. It's continuing to get better, and as long as we're on that path, I think the communication with the training staff and the medical doctors have been great so far. So I know that I'm in good hands.
Do you think you'll play this week?
I don't know. It's early. I'm going to do everything I can to play, as long as we keep moving in the right direction. Weight room, treatment, that's always the goal. At this point last week, I didn't know either. And so it's one of those things that you take as many reps as you can, do what you can, and then see where it ends up.
How much, if anything, were you able to do today? Just going to see out there at the start, not later.
Yeah, threw around a little bit, did some 7-on-7, just simple drills like that. It was good. It felt good, was able to go through it. And, I think those reps are valuable just to be out there. And even if I'm not taking team reps like that, getting as many reps as I can.
How much of a concern is it that just going into this game you could be without both of your starting tackles?
Yeah, I mean, it's always tough losing 2 guys like that. We think so highly of them, of Joe and Rashawn. But, we're thankful to have the guys that have stepped up. And we know that we can rely on a guy like Foster, who's played some pretty big ball a couple years ago against the 49ers. He stepped up big time. And, you talk about Alex Leatherwood, you talk about Jamaree. They've played big football. And so we know that we've got complete confidence in them. And if they do end up going in there, we'll keep going.
So I was heading into last week, there was a bit of an unknown. You never really had an eye angle treated for, you had played before in the NFL. Mm-hmm. You didn't really know how you were going to be able to operate to protect yourself, all the kind of stuff that you talked about. Now that you've done it, I know you got knocked out of the game, but now that you've done it, is there any more comfort heading into this week or games in the future that, hey, at least I know how it's going to feel in certain situations when you take a hit, that sort of thing?
Yeah, I think that's a good point. I think the good thing about this too is I feel better than I did last Wednesday. And so as long as we keep moving forward and we keep getting better and we're not taking those setbacks, I think we're moving in the right direction. And the training staff has been very good about that too, of just being communicative and talking hey, this is the plan, this is what we want to do, and we're going to ramp up. Just kind of like my foot deal earlier in camp. It's do it when you can, handle what you can, and keep moving forward. And as long as we're doing that, you feel comfortable going out there on game day.
Your
When you say better, just follow up. When you say better, you're saying like physically you feel better, or you feel better because you're like more confident in the ankle because you've been through it.
I feel less pain. Okay. Yeah, no worries.
In terms of rehab and recovery, Justin, how much has it helped being here where you've got the whirlpools and everything, maybe compared to last week being in Charlotte?
Yeah, I actually think we were pretty fortunate last week. Where we were right next to a YMCA, so we had a bunch of facilities. And the nice thing about it was I was able to just go down from my hotel room to the treatment room. And so I spent a lot of time there instead of driving back to my house and whatnot. And so we took as much as we could on the road. So I felt like we were in good hands on the road. But nothing can compete with this place. So it's definitely a good opportunity to be back here.
Any changes in the rehab approach this week? Because I think you said last week plenty of icing and just staying off your feet. Anything new added to that this week?
Yeah, I think the good thing about this facility is we've got that whirlpool, so you're able to kind of run and jog on it and kind of test it out that way. That was one of those things that we weren't able to do last week. So just kind of throwing that in, still icing it, compression, doing everything we can to reduce the swelling and the pain.
Any work on an allergy or anything?
We do have one. I haven't been on that yet though.
You mentioned your foot, and kind of like, you remember you saying the protocol for that, and he could have played, he could have fitted it out if it was during the season.
Mm-hmm.
So to now take the high ankle sprain and not take that kind of conservative approach like you did with the foot, is it just a matter of like, this is a different time of the year, games actually count now, we're going to try to push the limit as much as we can as opposed to taking that conservative?
Yeah, I think it is like that. These games, all of them are important to us. Each game going out there is hey, it's time to go win it. And we felt like it was one of those injuries that you can fight through and you can push through. And whereas during camp, it was more so, hey, make sure that you're ready to go for the year.
You mentioned Taylor and Stick as well. Just what's that dynamic in the quarterback room like? How do you guys help each other prepare for the week? Whether it's you're playing, Taylor's getting ready to play, Stick's getting ready to play.
Yeah, I think the most important thing in that room is everyone wants to win. We're all preparing each other, we're all pushing each other, and I think that's the good thing about the quarterback room is we just want to win. We're competitive, and to have two guys like that be able to push me and push them, I think it only makes us better.
How long did you wear the walking boot?
This week?
Yeah, we saw it with you with it after the game.
2 days, so it would have been Sunday afternoon and then Monday as well.
And it was off for Tuesday night.
Correct.
Okay. And then did you happen to find out what the grade of the sprain is? Not a letter grade, but
No,
grade 2 or grade 3.
I haven't asked. I think 1 is the minimum, 3 is the most severe. I haven't asked. It's really been day by day, so it's see how it feels, and I've been able to run and do, not run, but jog on the treadmill and do things to get better, so fighting through it with whatever grade that is.
What have you seen from Kansas City's defense?
Yeah, they're always good, they're really well coached, and they've got a lot of athletic guys on that side of the ball. They've been able to get after the passer, they've been good against the rush, and so they're a team that we've got a lot of respect for.
It happened, didn't it? Because it looks like the pressure rates have been pretty low so far this season, but just on film, you've seen them pretty.
Their percentage of pressures or getting to the quarterback?
Pressures on the quarterback.
I think they're as good as ever. We watch them on film, and it doesn't take long to see that they're able to fly around, and they've got some special rushers. They've got some really good guys in coverage too that are able to kind of help that out, and so we've got a healthy respect for them.
This is otherwise injury related, but Joey said Coach Harbaugh told you to not give people high fives on the sideline. Is that true?
He said not with the right hand. I could do high fives with the left hand.
Check the money in.
For whatever reason, if I don't have to give high fives with the right hand, I'll go with the left hand.
So will the Ducks game this week be going on past your bedtime?
I think I'll stay up for it. I got to support. I got to watch my brother. It is a late game, 8 o'clock, but we'll find a way to stay up and watch it.